If you're a woman over 40 building your online business, here's the truth that no one says out loud, that you don't need more content. You actually need more time for yourself, for your family, for things which matter to you most. And that's exactly why I had to share this. I found this amazing tool which actually made a lot of difference to me, and it's called Tailwind. Tailwind has been the game changer for me and my online content strategy. I use Tailwind to create months worth of Pinterest pins in just a couple of hours, and then I'm done. No posting, no checking, no stress. And as a 40 plus woman, that time freedom is priceless. So let me show you real quick how I'm using Tailwind as a complete beginner and how it can simplify your Pinterest strategy and removing all the stress from your shoulders. So let's dive in. Before we get started, if you want to check out the Tailwind, it's completely free to start. I will drop my link down below. And if you do get started with my link, that way you will also be supporting my channel. Okay, let's start right here. This is the Tailwind home dashboard. What I love about it as a 40 plus mom is that nothing feels overwhelming. Everything is laid out so clean, simple, and step by step. And I'm going to show you guys the dashboard. You can see it actually show you what you want, multi-network posts. So you can attach your like a Facebook, Instagram, anything you want. Choose your image. You just have to drop. And if you have anything, you can actually choose something from here. I just have my own image. Let me just choose that for you. So it can actually show you like the pin, the Instagram story, feed posts. You can actually connect any of your social media and you can actually, let's say I'm just gonna do the feed post, and then you can simply go here, go down, and you can add, okay, because I don't have any Instagram account attached, so that's what it's showing. So you can go schedule post, right? And it's gonna bring you here. So you can add your caption or you can use the Ghostwriter. Ghostwriter is like a chat GPT which comes with Tailwind. It will auto generate everything you need here, but you just have to tell what you want. And it uses 1 credit for every, according to your account, according to your audience, which is engaging with your steps, like engaging with your content, that what will be the right time for you to post so that you can post things on these timings. Okay, so there are a few ways to do it. Like you want to generate the pin, you want smart pin, you want upload pins you already have, everything. You have all these tools right here for you. So let's say we want to do the upload pin. So again, you can simply, just like I showed you, open the pins and you have the pictures and it's going to choose, right? So you have this, so create pin, right? So it's going to bring you here the pin title, so pin title, description, and if you have any website where you want your audience to go click, like after they click on, so you can add that here. You can add your pin to which board on your Pinterest account you want it to go. So you can choose everything right here, okay? And let's say we're gonna go for the generate pin, right? And you want to generate, okay, let me just do, I'm just gonna add a little thing here for my starter kit, which is completely free, but it's gonna use the 3 credits, okay? So I hope I typed the right. So I'm just gonna say generate Pinterest pin. So it will use up the images which are on the site already. If you like that, you want to have some images, it will pull that and it will generate based on the link you provided. All right, so here it is. So it took a little time to generate, but I did not put anything other than the link. So it gave me anything which already was on my funnel. It picked the picture. So now I feel like it's good. I'm gonna schedule the pin. So, okay, camera crash course. It picked the image based on one of the images in there, right? So if you want to change the media, so let's say change media, you can upload any other picture you have in there, and then you can go ahead. I'm just gonna mark this. Then it shows you want to use Ghostwriter to change few of the more thing, or is it whatever the description is given, you can use the same, right? So for now, I'm just gonna go down. It looks good to me. I don't want to make any changes in here. So I'm just gonna choose a board here. Okay, let's go here. And I am gonna choose, let's say we need something for now. So for today, 9:34 and p.m.
So kind of like trying to match it right here. So I'm just gonna schedule it. So it is gonna do that, right? Smart pin, I'm gonna show you how to do the smart pin. So that is like a week, every week, after every 1 week, it is gonna show. So once you post one, you created your first pin, it's gonna auto populate and ask you, do you wanna create a smart pin? Okay. There's another way to get to the smart pin. I'll show you that as well. Don't worry, I'll explain it in a simple way because I know how overwhelming when the new tools can feel at our age, right? So since it auto populate, I will show you how it looks when you go from here. So I'm just going to do the next because I do want this post to auto populate every time. So you can see it actually picked all the images which I already had on my website, and I like all the images. So I'm just gonna choose all of them, not my picture. That's fine. If you want to, you can. But if you want more, you can drag and drop, okay? If you have already any images on your picture on here, so you can choose and just, let's say, so open, right? So it's gonna come here for me to choose. But right now, I don't want this picture to choose. I'm just gonna remove it. So I'm just gonna do whatever the pictures I chose, save selected, and it's gonna, here, you can see it is images updated, then they're making a smart pin for me, okay? Once it will finish, it will ask us if it is ready. And now here you can see, if you wanna go directly into the smart pin, you can simply go in here. Here, this is the one which we just created. You can see it right now here. Okay, and these are my previous pins I created. I've been playing around this app from last 2 weeks, and I personally feel it's a game changer. I usually do it once a week, and then I set everything up for the rest of the week, and depending upon how much I want to spend time on the laptop. So that really helped because this is my favorite part because it creates this smart schedule because you don't have to guess when to pin, right? It tells you all the best times and it is going to, pick it up for you and then it will do it. You just have to review. So next pin it's going to post for me on December 4th, okay? So these are the pins that will be created today at some point. If you want to review it, let's say we want to go review this. This was for the Christmas, but for some reason the phrase is not right there. But so you can see if I want to make changes, if I want to add more pictures to it, if I want to put a more fresh images into it. So I can just do that right now, right here. And then I can just do a save pin. And if you feel like there's nothing posted, you want to get a pin now, you can just click and it will publish your pin right away. So let's go back on this side. So we're going to go back in the dashboard. And when we look in the pin scheduler, that's where we were, right? Okay. So now I am gonna go back here. So go into the create, because if you're creating something completely from scratch, okay? So what do you need? You can add the images just like I showed you from your, let's say I'm gonna pick this up. So it's gonna again pick up the images which already have on your funnel. If you don't want that, you can go into the stock photos and you can say anything, right? Make money online if that's what you are working into your niche. So you can look what stock pictures you want. So you can choose any images you like. Let's see, laptop. Okay, I don't want this one. And then you can go down from here and see anything which you like. Let's do this. Anything random which comes in your mind, you can choose here. And let's say work from home. We want to do that. And then again, go down and see what you get. Okay. So you can choose some images here. Okay. So here you can see the moment I was adding the pictures, the images started to change here. So now here, few things. So when you go scroll on here, right? So you can change, shuffle the photo, but it will come from the images which you selected here. So it will pick the colors if you want to change the color palette. So you can change the color palette from here, what kind of a color palette you want to use. So it will change the color. So you can shuffle. Right now, let's try this here. Okay. So you see the colors are changing, so you can play around with the color palette according to your branding color. So you can choose all the colors from here. And if you feel like this image doesn't go, so you can just play around and see these images are also changing. Shuffle layouts if you want to change the layout of the image, okay? Anything you feel like you want to change. So it's pretty easy. You just have to find what you like. In the beginning, it feels a little overwhelming, but the more you play around with it, it gets more easier. So let's say I am gonna choose here. I don't like this picture here, so I'm just gonna change the images. No, okay, now this, not this. Okay, this one still looks a little better. So I'm gonna select this one, okay? So it is up to me if I want to use the Facebook ones or not, but I only choosing pins because this is not for my Facebook. So now I chose, let's say I'm going to choose one more. Let's say we choose this one. So now since you can say here what actually works, I'm just going to go here like that. You can change your color palettes here if you want. Just change right now on all the pictures. Let's just go with a little. So that's done. And then I am gonna look around into if I want to change any images or any colors. But then once you have your selected, you go on view selected and then you're gonna review the designs. Okay. So now these are the design. Let's say I want to move things around. So I just have to click on edit. Okay. So if I want to move things around here, I feel like I want to change the color of this one, so I can simply go change color here. Okay, anything you want to do, then I want to do it to make it bold. I want it to be underlined. So you can individually go play around with your pin designs once you choose it. Just remember, you're not creating from scratch. We're just editing what Tailwind has created for us. Okay, so I'm just gonna save changes here. We're finalizing these. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna go schedule. Okay, so it's gonna populate, ask you your account, and then you confirm. So now here comes this one. So there are a few things. So every time you use the ghostwriter, it is gonna use your 1 credit, but it will give you 3 multiple options. Okay, so let's say I don't want to edit all of them. I'll tell you why. So let's say I'm just choosing 2, and then you can actually bulk edit. So that is gonna be what's your pin title. You kind of like tell, like if you want to do the manually, you can type in. But if you want to use the ghostwriter, simply click on the ghostwriter and it's going to ask you what I'm posting about. Your a featured product, promotion, or a sale, lifestyle content, informational content. What is it? It's exactly, right? I am a feature product, let's say. A product description for making my line for busy moms with digital product. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. If you want to add a key phrases, you can add, make money line, say it's academy, because that's my link is about, and then women over 40. Any keywords you feel like you can add. I'm just using these, and then it's gonna use my 1 credit. So generate pin details. Okay, so you can see it just generated the digital products for busy mom looking for simple, and it gives you 3 different variations. So you can simply save details, or you can copy this and paste that into your notes or somewhere so that when you have it, and that's it. Okay, so I'm just gonna paste it so that next time we'll be able to reuse it. I am just gonna add this into the board. Right here. So apply changes. Okay. So you see we got this one edited and we also got this one because they both got chosen based on what we were editing, and this one was from the previous thing we did, this starter kit. All right, so this is how it goes. So you can edit all of them and then you simply go like schedule. So if you want to schedule one by one, you can just simply click, change here things, and then schedule. And let me see here. So I'm just going to schedule, or if you want to change the time, it will give you the time, right? So you can choose when you want it, just schedule. So it's going to auto-populate here. So now here's something like, this is really incredible, like how you can generate pins in few seconds. And you see, I just created a bunch of here in no time. And this is which makes a difference, right? It becomes the Pinterest growth effortless. You can easily do that. Now, here's this thing, pin analysis, right? This is the analytics page which show you which pins are performing the best, and this helps you stop wasting your times on things that don't work. And trust me, when you're over 40, the last thing you want is spend hours on something that doesn't work, doesn't move the needle, right? So you can go here, look around which is working good, bold in size, big in pin inspectors. So you can check on here.
Next is Tailwind communities.
All right, these are the Tailwind communities. Think of them like groups where people share their content with each other for more reach. And if you are watching this as a 40 plus beginner, this is how you get traffic even when your account is small, okay? I haven't got started with communities much, to be honest, but I found it really magical. Like, it's easy to use. You can just share your post here, whatever, even when you're scheduling, you can do that at the same time. You need to be part of, so then you can go ahead and you can engage and people can engage in your post. So that's where the communities come in. So you can just simply go find a community, which community is related to your niche, your product, and that's where you can share your pin. But always remember, you also need to engage in other people's pins and then you can share yours. So you have this wide variety of communities where you can choose yours.
This is all about Tailwind. I hope you liked it. And let me tell you, if your days are already feel full and you've been forcing yourself to create the content, then Tailwind might be the best Christmas gift that you can give it to yourself, because that way you will have your Pinterest strategy in place so that you can start your business in a more calmer way. And if you want to go more deeper, you want to check out this video where I've especially laid why Pinterest is a perfect tool for 40 plus women to get started in the online space. And I'll see you guys there.